What's up, Storyfire and MJN community? My name is Sonoda, and I'm coming to you with a video that I have been wanting to make. News recently broke with Jesse being the new CEO of Storyfire, and other news from Jesse's career announcement video that is very exciting to hear. Some of the things that was exciting to hear was that Storyfire was going to be funded for years to come, it has an active team, it will have a redesign in the future, and what it is again, under new management.
Business announcements. So without further ado, as of today, I am officially the new CEO of Storyfire. I'm absolutely honored and pumped to be in that position.
I will be the first to admit that I have criticized Storyfire on a whole slew of things. However, I never have hated the community or the platform. Sure, certain aspects of Storyfire do bother me, but I do believe that we are now in a new timeline to have the opportunity to fix some of the concerns and criticisms that people have had. I genuinely think that with Jesse being the CEO of Storyfire and this deck chair individual being the new owner, I confidently believe that we are going to see work get done. I think that we will see new things happen that previously couldn't get done due to negative elements and other happenings going on behind the scenes that we previously didn't know about. Before I continue this video, and I know I said it on my Reddit post last night, and I don't mean for this to sound like some cheesy automatic LinkedIn congrats on the new role message, I would sincerely like to congratulate Jesse Ridgway on the new CEO position. I'm grateful for all the content that he has provided us as fans, and I am grateful that he is keeping us in the loop, and I am very pleased with the things that are going to be happening with the new progressional updates. I would also like to thank Brian Spitz for all the contributions he has made and for being one of the founders of Storyfire. Without Brian and all he has done, we would not be here where we are right now. Moreover, I am sad that Brian is no longer part of the Storyfire team. I hope that we as a community will never forget Brian Spitz for who he was as a user and individual. He himself has made some major contributions to getting us in this position. If you would like to read my response on Jesse's career announcement, please click the link in the description below. Now, back to the subject at hand. I am very excited for the future of this platform. I am also very interested in some of the changes that are yet to come. I was speaking to a Storyfire content creator and now r/Storyfire moderator, Poogle Hall. He and I discussed what we expected to happen with these new progressional changes, and we were also talking about the history and current position of Storyfire as well. The marketing push, the year one of Storyfire, the Storyfire community and some of its members, some of the groups that existed from the time, and also other things. Storyfire right now suffers from a few things, and these things are not criticisms, but observations that we have made. Also, we did find something in regards to Storyfire that is very interesting, and I really have to wonder just why this never happened. The first observation is that Storyfire does not have the numbers.
I'm trying to get fucking clout or something off of Storyfire's name, which is a website, according to Alexa.com, ranks 422,410th in the world in the last 90 days in global internet engagement, has lost 47.2 thousand daily viewers/visitors, whatever you want to consider it, as of from June 7th all the way till today, which is what, September 6th? So
obviously, we have had other Storyfire creators talk about how the platform isn't pulling in the users to make this place big. I personally believe that Jesse being the CEO of Storyfire and Storyfire having its own full-fledged development team will most certainly help the platform bring in the numbers that this platform needs. Actually, I would like to refine that statement. Numbers mean a lot, don't get me wrong, but quality users mean everything. Storyfire currently lacks adequate ways for users to discover one another. What Storyfire needs is a refined social space. This would be the very first idea and suggestion of this video. If Storyfire had a refined social media feed, like a feed that had Twitter's trending section and page, and an Instagram as discovery page, users would have a much better time trying to find what they are wanting to see. Right now, users have to actively hunt for what they want to see, and it isn't easy trying to find said content. The search bar is most certainly a useful tool, but it isn't enough. Another idea would be a global social feed. There could be a tab that allows every single user to see every single Storyfire social post that will update whenever someone makes a new social feed post. This can be comparable to sorting by new and waiting for new posts to come in, but it would be logged at sort as new. If a user were to post on the global feed, it would appear first thing on the global feed and on their regular subscriber feed. Essentially, this would be a glorified in-house custom-made subreddit. Here's another idea. Something I do wish would be reworked and refined on the PC version of Storyfire is the writing stories. I really want to make a return to Storyfire and rewrite some old stories of mine. When I went to get started on rewriting some of my old stories on the platform last night, I realized I couldn't even read my own stories on the desktop platform. If I were to click the link shared by the app and try to open it on a computer, it brings me to my bare profile. If Storyfire is going to be successful, it needs to cater beyond its mobile user base. My complaint at the time, back in 2019, was that the character dialogue boxes did not have enough text characters. There was a limit to about 250 or 500 characters, something like that. I remember back then I used to have to make a part 1, 2, and 3 of dialogue boxes or whatever. I think that the dialogue boxes now should be extended to about 700 text characters at most. And in regards to in-story characters, I remember making a suggestion that the story characters' names should be able to be color-coded in use of a hex editor or a color picker. I think it would be easier to identify which in-story characters are good, bad, neutral, and other identifiers, whatever it may be. Basically how it would work is for every dialogue box, you would be able to edit and have options to change the character speaking or change that individual dialogue box's color. No one should be assigned a color either. That's why I mentioned a dialogue box should be colored instead of a character. An example of this would be, let's say, a character in your story is good. Their character would be green, which signifies they're good. Over the course of a story, they'd turn into the bad guy. Instead of creating two of the same characters, the good guy version of which the character is green and the bad guy version of the character, which that character is red, you could take one character, turn their dialogue box into another color mid-story, and an example would be is if the character's dialogue is back-to-back, one dialogue box of theirs could be green, and in the next moment, their second dialogue box could be red. Essentially, it's all the same character, but the dialogue boxes were separately changed in color. Instead of creating duplicate characters and assigning them different colors, it's only their dialogue boxes that were edited with a hex editor. Those are just some of my quick ideas of how to make the features a little bit better, but direct messaging is something that also needs to be refined on the computer version as well. I do believe that Storyfire should refine its messaging capabilities. Right now, people can message one-on-one. However, you cannot do group chats. If Storyfire added a group chat that functions like Reddit and Twitter group chats that are essentially the same and can be accessed on the web, that would be really cool and very useful. Honestly, there is not a lot of things to talk about in terms of messaging other than it should reflect the similar functions of Reddit and Twitter. Being able to add users, kick users, rename the chat room, change the appearance of the chat room, etc. In fact, what if I told you that a redesign and computer messaging was supposed to happen in the marketing push? That's right. What you are about to see here are concept art of what was going to happen in the Storyfire marketing push. We only got about 1/3 of what was shown, but that's about it. If we get the rest of this, I think that the platform would be in a much better state. I don't know why we did not get the full entire package or the full entire picture of what was shown to us, but we definitely need what's in this concept art to be applied to the Storyfire platform for it to be successful, or at least more accessible. Going by this, I will be going alphabetically. The first picture that we see here is blaze.png. We already have this screen that was delivered to us. There's not much to be said here. Leaderboard2.png. The leaderboard is a bit bugged, I discovered, but we did get this in the marketing push. Social, small dash, full dash, small dash, full. We did get this delivered to us in the marketing push. With my previous idea statement, I do think that it could use some refining with a trending page in the place of popular creators, and something else to take its place in leaderboards. Storyfire_homepage.png. Right now, The current Storyfire homepage is very dull. The concept art right here is what was supposed to be delivered to us during the marketing push. At the top, you will see Welcome to Storyfire, a community for sharing cool stories. Check out the latest. Very simple. There will be a button on the left that says Video Story, and a button on the right that says Written Story. Below that, you will see popular creators, and under that, Top Video, and under that, Top Written, and under that, Top Videos again. Personally, I think that recent videos should be in the place of the second top video section. And I mean recent videos as in the moment any user uploads, it's instantly right there. And that section would be changing by the minute because many people will be uploading video-detail-1.jpg. This page, as you notice, has a better video player. You can see to the right hand side that there's an episode playlist, and you can sort by last video added, oldest date created, and newest date created. You can also see the description under the video, with the user's name and subscribe button, how long ago it was posted, and how many views it has. On top of that, you will see the watch next portion. It should also be mentioned that there's an upload video tab as well, written detail.jpg. This is arguably one of my favorite parts of the concept art. I love that the overall screen is more organized. However, I do feel that the story text should be in the center of the screen rather than off to the right. I do love the information being displayed to the left. As I said, this is all perfect, but the text should be more to the center than to the right. There's not too much to suggest here. That is really it for all the concept art. As I said, we are in a new era of Storyfire. I really do hope that some of my ideas, suggestions, and opinions are considered. I do think that we will be seeing some new things get done, which I am confident major improvements will be made. I have always wanted this platform to succeed and be better, and I am truly confident that it will. Jesse stated there's a lot of lost time and he is ready to get back to work.
Alright, that is how I feel inside, but it's one thing just doing that and celebrating and acting like everything's great. No, there's a lot of things that need to change on Storyfire. We lost a lot of time, and if anything, why I wanted to do a serious sit down is because it's time to shut the F up and get to work. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I'm not like, oh my god, I'm the CEO, let's go freaking drink and so. No, I'm taking this freaking seriously, and it's boots on the ground time. We've had the last 8-9 months of transferring the business to deck chair, and it's gotten me freaking stir crazy. It's time to go now. I think the fact
I 1000% agree. I do have a renewed hope for this platform. The inspiration right now is really hitting me as hard as it did in 2019. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Leave a like if you want to, and I will see you all on the flip side. See you all later.